It has come to my attention that these are the most dangerous clones out there. This is my perfect 10 out of 10 clone fragrances right now. Welcome to absolute legends. I am Thornfreeze, I am Pete, I am back, and as the intro says, I'm talking about my 10 perfect 10 out of 10 clone fragrances right now that I have in my collection. Does this mean it's all of the colognes that have ever been out there? No. But there are a lot here, and I've got one honorable mention, and the only reason it's an honorable mention is because I haven't had it very long and I haven't really had a lot of wearing. I've had one wearing out of it. I think it's a great clone, but like I said, I need to have a bit more wearing for this one, so that's why it's an honorable mention. But I do think it's a great one. As always, 10 to get through. As always, let's crack on in to the honorable mention. Right, my honorable mention is from the House of Fragrance World, and this is Starman Nebula. Now, the reason this is, like I say, only in the honorable mention, I've only worn it once. It smelled great. It's been too warm to me to really get a good grip to this, but I have worn it, like I say, worn it once, smelled great. I think it's a great clone of Mugler Pure Malt by a long way. It's got amber, vanilla, malt. I mean, it's a great little number. I need to probably try it a bit more to see how good it is, but like I say, I got a decent performance. I got 6 to 7 hours, and it was a pretty warmish day, so take that into consideration. I think for the price, I think that's about 30 to 40 quid. It's a great little number, especially for a discontinued fragrance, which is very, very hard to find now. A great alternative. So my honorable mention is Starman Nebula by Fragrance World. Right, we crack on into the list. Number 10, and the reason it's only at number 10, again, I haven't had it very long. I've worn it a few more times than the other one on the honorable mention. Again from Fragrance World, this is Harmony Code Absolute. Obviously, it's a clone of Harmony Code Absolute, which again has been discontinued. This smells amazing. It came out, I think, last year. It's so close. But it's got neroli, ginger, jasmine, tonka, and a bit of sandalwood in here. I think it is about 90% of the way to Harmony Code Absolute. A great number. I only picked this up for about 25 quid, which is, I feel, is a steal at this point, because Harmony Code Absolute is worth about 100 to 150 quid a bottle. That's not cheap. This is, and again, unless you are like a connoisseur of fragrances, not many people are going to go, oh, that's not actually Harmony Code Absolute. Most people go, well, that smells pretty damn close. They won't know the difference. It's a great little number. If I had more wearings out of this probably be higher up in the list. But as always, this is number 10. So Fragrance World, this is a Harmony Code Absolute. Right, number 9, and this is from the world of Maison Alhambra. This came out a couple of years ago. No one really talks about this fragrance, and I don't know why. It's Versar also. There's also a rouge version of this, which is like Versace Eros Flame. This is the original Versace Eros, the EDT version. This is all about lavender, mint, green apple, vanilla, cedar. It's got some embrox in here. It performs monstrously. You can pretty much put this on any time, any place anywhere. If you don't want to pay Eros prices, which they're about anywhere between 50 to 70 quid, this will be under 20. That's the difference. And if you want to smell pretty much like a club banging, sweet, sexy fragrance and get lots of compliments, try this one out. Honestly, the red one as well is very, very good. Especially with that, I believe that Versace Eros Flame is being discontinued. That other one is as well about under 20 quid, but this, I really enjoy it a lot. A great one for any day, any place, anywhere. Number 9. Maison Alhambra Versar Oro. Right, number 8, and this is one of the original ones that have came out years and years ago. I think it's nearly a decade ago. I think it came out in 2014. In the House of Armoff, this is Tres Nuit. Now, obviously, there's a lyric version of this, and there's a couple of others. I think there's 2 more. I've got the original one, and obviously, this is the clone of Green Irish Tweed by Creed, which is a great scent. It's been out since the mid-80s. This one is sub £20. I think I paid about 16 quid for this. 100ml bottle. This has got loads of lemon, lavender, sandalwood. It's that spring essence in here. And a bit of iris in here. It's a sweet, it's ever so slightly sweet. It's very floral. It does remind you of the springtime. Again, I swear I would try Creed. So this is a great alternative to that. If you wanted to wear this in the summer, be my guest. I don't think it performs brilliantly well in the summer. I get about 4, maybe 5 hours, but the Creed don't get much more than that as well. So if you want to pay a Creed price, about 100 plus quid for a bottle, or you could pay sub 20. It's up to you, but I do think this is a great little number. So number 8, Tres Nuit by Armand. Right, number 7. And it's another discontinued fragrance. I'm going into the world of discontinued fragrances at the moment. And it's another Armani one as well. The original one is Acqua di Profumo. But this is from the house of Maison Alhambra. This is Hog the Perfume. This is really nice. The only downside to this one, there is not enough incense for me. That's the big difference between the two. But other than that, it pretty much smells bang onto each other. It is great. So it's got bergamot, black pepper, a bit of tobacco in here again. You've got all that similarities to the original, but like I say, it's just not enough incense for me. That has been dialed right back. Lavender, a bit of Versar. Again, you could pretty much wear this anytime, any place, anywhere. And I think this was a sub 20 quid. I think it's about 16, 17 pounds. For a discontinued fragrance, I think that's a really good. I think it's 90% of the way there. If you're finding like a little bit more an incensey fragrance to layer on top of this, I would say you've pretty much got it nailed down. For me, it's a great alternative. It's not expensive, and you can wear it anytime, any place, anywhere. One more do I need to say. From Maison Alhambra, this is Hog the Perfume. Right, number 6, and the theme continues on. Another discontinued fragrance, another Armani fragrance, but this time it's from the house of Spades. This is Bound for Men. This is so close to Armani code Profumo. It's quite mind-blowing. I think this is about less than 15 quid. I think I paid like 13 quid for this. It might be a little bit more now. I don't know. I haven't checked, to be honest. But I know it's not expensive. Well, I know it's Profumo. The bottles of Profumo, again, are 100 plus quid because it's been discontinued, unless you are very, very lucky. Cardamom, green apple, nutmeg in this. It's that spiciness, it's the sexiness there. Lavender and a bit of leather in here. Performs monstrously well on my skin. I get 10 plus hours off my skin. For a less than 15 quid fragrance, this is a compliment getter. It smells great. It just works amazing. Actually, go out with this and most people will think you're wearing a Armani code Profumo. That's how close it is. I think there's a tiny touch of citrus up the top, but that doesn't last. The rest of it is pretty much bang on. So, by number 6, Spades Bound for Men. Right, top 5 time now, and we go back into the world of fragrance world because they've got some real good ones. And now we're going to the world of Tom Ford. This is a Boomy Fume, and this is Ebony Fume from Tom Ford. This is so close to it. It's absolutely scary. Obviously, the bottle, they clearly know what they're doing. They're telling them it's Tom Ford. But again, this is so close to the original. It's not even funny. And the original costs 100 plus quid at least for a 50ml bottle. I think this is an 80ml bottle, and it's about 22 pounds. So it's a little bit different. It's incense, it's resinous, it's got black pepper, it smells really dark, very sensual. A bit of leather, even a touch of rose in it. Now the rose is not jammy, it's a light floral, just underneath everything, just to balance everything up. A great scent, especially for the fall and winter time. It smells so good. For the price you're paying, it's what, a fifth of the price of a Tom Ford. Try and find this one. It's criminally underrated. Not many people talk about this one. So from number 5, a Boomy Perfume by Fragrance. Right, number 4, and we stay in the world of fragrance world, and this one is a BDK interpretation of Smoking Rouge. That is a really expensive one. I think last time I checked it was about 140, 150 quid. This one's about 35, and this is Francisque 107.9. This is gorgeous. It's slightly smoky, it's resonancy. It's got bergamot, there's a black vanilla in here. It's got cherry, ladamon, even a touch of musk in here. This again is more a gourmand, fun, going out fragrance for the fall and winter. I mean, I suppose if you want to wear it in the summer, you could do. If it's a coolish night, it smells amazing. It projects like a monster off my skin, a good hour and a bit off my skin. For a cologne fragrance, I don't expect a lot, to be honest. But this one blew me away. It was so amazing. There is another one which is called 6355. I haven't tried that one yet. But if that's any indication of what this one's like, the 6355 I should really get sooner rather than later. Again, wear this one going out, smell great for a sub, well, except even a quarter of the price of a BDK. Try this one from Fragrance World, Francique 107.9. Right, so number 3, and this came out a couple of years ago. This stores about 30 to 35, maybe up to 40 quid. From Maison Alhambra, from the Dior line. This is Tobac. This is a cologne of Tobac colour. This is just outrageous. It's boozy, it's got spices in it. It's got honey and a bit of plum. It's got smoke, even tobacco in this. It's just outrageous. I haven't tried Tobac colour. I've smelled it on a test strip, but I haven't got my own bottle of it. I know this is so close to that. I think it's about 90 to 95% of the way there. I think the Tobac colour has maybe got a slight bit of quality over this, but not much. Tobac colour is not cheap. This is, and it's an amazing alternative for it. Again, fall, winter, when you want to rock this bad boy, I would say that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck off this. Amazing scent. Definitely go out. It will turn heads, no doubt about it. Smells ridiculously good. So my number 3 is Tobac by Maison Alhambra. Right, top 2 time, and the reason I like these the most, they're the most versatile, the most compliment getting, and they just work on my skin chemistry the best by a long way. So number 2 from a mere corner, this is Cherry Cola. Now I have not got Tonka Cola from Mansera yet. I need to buy that one. This one I feel is a great alternative. It's a super sweet, sexy, gourmand fragrance. It is like smelling cherry cola off your skin, which sounds a bit weird, but for some reason it works. Got cherry, benzoin in, some vanilla, even a bit of amber in here. Smells sweet, sexy, alluring. I will wear this anytime, any place, anywhere, and it will turn heads. That's as easy as it gets. This cost me, I think, about 35 to 40 quid. I think it's somewhere in that region. It's around there at the moment, even now. Came out, I think, a year and a bit ago, so still great. There's a few more from the Emir Corner line, from this line, I want to get hold of. So that's something I've got to look into. But this one at the moment, for me, it's got to be my number 2. Emir Corner, Cherry Cola. Right, which leads me to number 1. This is also from Fragrance World, and this is just an amazing scent. Another discontinued fragrance, and quite honestly, it just spanks most things. This is the Jack of Spades. This is a clone of Yves Saint Laurent Bleu Electrique, which came out 3 years ago, and it smells so close to it. It's not quite there. I say it's about 90% of the way there. So it's got amazing ginger and cardamom off the top, which makes it a very, very nice punch up the top. Then you go into the mid of like ginger, lavender, cedar, even a bit of vetiver. It smells amazing. Now the original one has more oomph on it than this, but for the price I paid, I think I paid about £30 for this. Bleu Electrique right now is going for about 150 quid a bowl, so it's a fifth of the price. Does it 100% be like that? No. But does it do the job very, very well? Yes. Does it get compliments? Yes. It works. So for me, this has got to be my number 1. This is the Jack of Spades by Fragrance World. Right, so there you have it, my perfect 10 out of 10 cologne fragrances. If you'd like me to do a designer one, a niche one, and a cheapies one, Let me know in the comments. I will do that for you. But as always, now I'll tell you what my scent of the day is. Right, my scent of the day is from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. It's ironically because of the first one. This is Cologne Blue. Excuse me. This is a beautiful, fresh, easy to wear fragrance. It's not a big performer. It gets about 4 to 5 hours. I put this on my Instagram channel of cooling fragrances. Try and find out about that on my Instagram and on my TikTok. It's got Cena's mandarin orange, thyme, and a bit of green apple. Smells fantastic, easy to wear. Now I don't know if this is getting discontinued or not. I don't see it that much around, but if you do find a bottle of this, it smells very classy, very elegant. As always, let me know in the comments what your scent of the day is. But mine is Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme Cologne Blue. Right, so there it, my perfect 10 out of 10 cologne fragrances. As always, let me know in the comments, is there any I've missed out that I should know about? Because like right now, there's so many clones coming out and there's so many new releases and all the rest of it. It's hard to keep up with it all. But as always, if you've got a top 10 list, a fragrance for you, or a question, hit me up in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button. Join the bunch of legends that you absolutely are. And I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. I am posting it every day. So if you want to find me over there and support me over there, that would be amazing as well. And as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.